Okay, so it is time for our quest to write a parody song all about what you've learned so far in the first 4 weeks of learning in depth. So we've done a few different pokes and you've chained up a whole lot of different information from those pokes. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to take what you've learned and put it into something really memorable, which is a song. Songs are astoundingly memorable. I find myself with the song that I've created being able to sing it and remember some of the things that I've learned, like without even realizing it. So, this is a very powerful way of creating an emotional connection to the content that you've learned so far in your learning in depth experience. Okay, so writing a parody song, you absolutely can hit ChatGPT and or your AI of choice and say, write me a song about, in my case, my topic is exploration. Write me a song about exploration, including the following kind of ideas. And those ideas could be some of the key facts that have stood out for you. So we've had those Friday afternoon pokes or prompts where we've asked you to ask more questions. What do I know? What don't I know? And highlighting some of the things that you want to delve deeper into in your topic, but also some of the surprising things that you've learned about your topic. Some of the, wow, that's a fabulous thing about my topic kind of things. And those are the kinds of things that you want to like bake into your song. So that's what we have, or that's what I try to do here with my song. So let's have a look at what I started with. So I started by asking ChatGPT to give me a parody song about exploration to the tune of I'm going to be at 500 miles and I would walk 500 miles by the Proclaimers. So this is what it kind of returned to me. I didn't give it too much more prompting. So this is what I started off with, and I looked and okay, when I set out, I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be like Marco seeking something new. So that's obviously Marco Polo. When I travel, I'm gonna be like Batuta, journeying far and true. And ChatGPT loves doing this. It kind of has some rhyming words that it puts there, and then it puts the kind of factual things in between, which is great. I mean, it's great, but you might notice a few like kind of common words popping up again like that. So it's not bad if I get lost, which is quite cool. Like it's going, I think in the original song, it's like if I stumble, well, I'm going to be, okay. And so they kind of are using, don't worry, Grammarly, we're okay here. In the ChatGPT version, it's using the framework of the original song. And that's going to be the little challenge that you're going to do here, is to use the meter, the framework, and the way the original song runs. You might even use some of the same words, but then different keywords. You want to have some kind of link to the original song so that it feels like this parody. And although we're parodying it, it doesn't have to be a tease, or it doesn't have to be like joking with the other songs, although it often ends up being like that. And so anyway, I looked through the song and I was like, it's okay. And this was at the beginning of the week. I kind of did this. I was like, I would like to, I think by the end of the week, I realized I would like to incorporate more of what I have learned about exploration. So like the chorus was, but I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. So that's basically the same as the original song. Just to be the one who explores the lands. That one's like the meter's not exactly right, but that's fine. And finds what's out there beyond our door. To me, also that meter doesn't, there's too many words to fit in to the original song, but you could go and fix it up and say there's too many syllables there, please reduce that on, and finds what's out beyond our door, so, and just take out the there. So that's how you could use AI. And as I said, I didn't probably prompt it with too much detail on on what I wanted included. I just did write a song about exploration. So it just throwed in Gagarin and Livingston and Jane Goodall. So I was like, it's okay. And then like the bridge just went the same as the da 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 da, and I would like to have incorporated some more of what I've learned. So I ditched that, but I wanted to just show you what you could, if you wanted to, you could take the AI version and then go and improve upon it and go, okay, well, I don't want to, maybe I didn't want to, I would like to have Amelia Earhart there, but like maybe I didn't want, Livingston. And so you could say, can you replace Livingston with someone else's name? And like Livingston never saying goodbye, like there's that, they've just tried to rhyme with high there. The AI has just tried to rhyme with high. So like that doesn't really teach you something, in my opinion. Like you could improve that. You could go, you know what, let's up what I've learned to, yes, bring in more facts. But at the same time, of course, we don't want to make this like into an encyclopedia. So this is still going to be fun and quirky but incorporating the facts. So I decided to rather head onto one of my favorite songs, because I was kind of learning it anyway, the original song by John Mayer, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. And I thought, well, let me use that song. Now what I will say is that it's a hard song, and it's that song. This song it's got a chorus, a pre-chorus, different verses, and it's almost half. The verses are halved, and then it's got a chorus and a pre-chorus, and it's got a bridge, and it's got an outro, and it's quite a complex song. So just word to the wise is think about the original song that you choose, and also feel free to take out the outro or take out the bridge or whatever. And sometimes if you're feeling daunted by this experience or this topic, this quest, choose yourself a simpler song. So maybe go and choose one of the old classics like that people would have sung together. I know Brandon chose Oh My Darling Clementine. It's like would have been sung by a group of people, and it's basically got verse and a chorus, and it repeats in that pattern. So that's just a tip. So I chose to call my song To Get Lost Is to Learn the Way, because that came up as one of my proverbs. So yeah, and the original song, and perhaps I need to get the original song just pulled up here. Okay, so there's the original lyrics. It's not a silly little moment. It's not the storm before the calm. This is the deep and dying breath of this love that we've been working on. So that's the first part of the verse. Can't seem to hold you like I want to, so I can feel you in my arms. Nobody's gonna come and save you. We've pulled too many false alarms. So if we go and look at my verse, I go, it's not a silly little journey. So I've copied that. That is from the original song. And then I want to change this line. I think I'm thinking of saying, I was going to say, this isn't park before reverse, because I needed something to rhyme with universe, and then I went with reverse. But I'm thinking I'm going to change it to something like, this ain't a something little verse. This ain't a random little verse, or something like that. Random little verse, because that'll work. Universe and verse are good enough rhyming words. And so there we go. And then this is the deep and dying quest of, it was like, it was the same as, this is the deep and dying breath of. So I used the word quest because of, well, this is a quest, but it's also more of an exploration term. And then of exploring all the universe. And then when we were simple hunter-gatherers, so now I went and we had done some work on timelines, and we looked back on where did exploration come from. When we were simple hunter-gatherers, we'd explore in search of food, but then we settled into hamlets, and agriculture really killed the roaming mood. So I got the meats just right there, but there was a bit of a tongue twister to actually sing. Now what I did, and you can see this now in the chorus and in my footnotes, is I wanted to bring in some of the things that I'd specifically learned. So this I got from the records, Guinness World Records poke. So they're going down 40,000 feet. So this I kind of copied from my post on the records of like the deepest distance explored underground by humans is approximately 12,200 meters, which is 40,000 feet. So I was like, yes, feet is going to be good because it rhymes then with heat. So that's also some of the things you can think about of what words do you want to rhyme. And so just to show you here in the chorus, it's like, we're going down, and you can see it too, we're going down, and you know that we're doomed, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. And so I said, again, I've used they're going down, so I've used that going down term. 40,000 feet, he's cycling round in the African heat, so feet and heat then rhyme. Voyager 1 has gone out of our solar system, and then we get, so all of these, you can see my little footnotes that I just reminded myself, all of these were my records that I pulled into the chorus, and that was the furthest traveled. And then to get lost is to learn the way was the like, that was the song title, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, and then this title came in here, which was one of my proverbs. So you can see how I've just pulled from world records, proverbs, and yes, then I had all these facts about, and I'm trying to think what the poke was, but the Phoenicians, they were one of the first explorers. I think this was part of Heroes. So they were the ones to go, okay, there's Polaris, there's the North Star, so if we sail in this direction, we should be able to sail across beyond the sight of the land. So there you go, I've put my little footnote here just to remind myself, and then I quoted my proverb there. And yes, the Phoenicians are often considered the first true sea explorers, and there's the whole fact of it all. And then the Polynesians used the currents and bird migrations till they found Hawaii sands. Again, giving myself some tongue twisters here, but that's okay. So just speak it out and see if you can speak it out. If it's close enough, it's totally fine. So there again, I've just, for my own benefit, kind of put the reference, and like this I think was just the ChatGPT fact that I got, just to remind myself where I got these ideas. And yeah, then again, this line is from the original song, how dare you say we cannot do it. It's like, how dare you say it's nothing to me. And then it was a perfect, I really wanted to bring in this idea of curiosity. So, and it was like, how dare you say we cannot do it when we're driven by curiosity. So I like stretched out that word of curiosity. Cool. So then let's repeat the chorus. It's the same thing. Okay, and then I reminded myself about what this was. So then I was like, oh my goodness, we've got the bridge. But it gave me the chance to write some more words. So there was also a record about flying across the Atlantic. Make sure your prep is pedantic. I think I did change that line, but I thought that line was cute and funny. I changed that line. I must go and see what I changed it to. And then go try and face the gigantic. And then no fear, cause to get lost is to learn the way. And so I just brought back that proverb again over there. And I had a second proverb from Tolkien, not all who wander are lost. And I wanted to incorporate that. So the outro was a perfect place for that. And yeah, the regular outro goes, don't you think we ought to know by now? Don't you think we should have learned somehow? So I squeezed that in. Not all who wander are lost somehow. Okay, so that is the lyrics to my song, and then I just repeated it here so that I could then print it out and write. I wrote some guitar chords onto it, or actually some piano chords onto it, but the previous one was with my little footnotes. So just an idea. Also, please remember, you don't have to sing this. You just have to write the lyrics. So this is what we're aiming for by the end of this week. Well, we actually would like it by Thursday so that we can all have a look at each other's songs and comment on them, sing along to them. So just an idea is that you include with with your song, either like a YouTube link to the original song, or ideally a YouTube link to a karaoke version of your song, and then we can sing along because we know the tune, just for fun. Nobody's gonna hear it, but that just makes it all the more memorable and fun. So I hope that helps you just see like the process that I went through. You kind of have a choice here, and you could also do something in between. You could go completely AI and just keep prompting until you've got a song you're happy with. You could start with AI and then take it away and then, sit and work through the lyrics yourself. Or you could go, you know what, these are the ideas I want to incorporate in my song, and I'm going to just do it entirely on my own. Decide what feels easiest to you, and by all means you could try each one and see what's feeling better. But yes, have fun with this. There's no right or wrong. As I say, if you're feeling overwhelmed, err on the side of a simpler, more regular song. Go and write a song to Happy Birthday. I will challenge you to that. So happy birthday to exploration. Okay, I'm sure you can ramp it up from there, but you can take Happy Birthday and use that tune to write a song, just bringing forth a few of your cool key points that you've learned, and make this whole thing a whole lot more memorable. Have fun!